Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. A little excited today, getting ready to check off one of the items on my own personal bucket list. And we're just leaving Pattaya. It's early in the morning. We're heading out of town. We're on our way to the Cambodian border. So here's the game plan in a nutshell. We're going to drive to Aranya Pratet. That's the town on the Thai side of the Cambodian border, the other side being Poi Phet. We'll park the car in Aranya Pratet on the Thai side. We'll walk over to Cambodia after getting a visa, spend the night in Poi Phet, maybe look at some of the casinos, and then tomorrow, hopefully early in the morning, hopefully if I can find one, I want to take a tuk-tuk to Angkor Wat, and beyond that to Siem Reap. So that's a little bit of the game plan. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. Maybe I'll talk about that as we go. But let's get on down the road because we got about a 4-hour drive just to get to where the fun starts. So that was a pretty quick 4 hours. We just arrived. We're gonna park here, 100 baht a day, not 100 baht for 24 hours, 100 baht till midnight. Midnight, that's when they reset the clock on that. Anyway, we'll see, it's gonna be several days. This is supposed to be safe here, and the border's just right around the corner. I've gotta go and get what's called a visa on arrival. We'll see what Lan needs. I don't think she needs anything, to be honest. I can see it from here and get right over the border there to Poi Phet. All right, just a quick walk through a little bit of a market area here, basically right at the border. And then you kind of got to go down a long corridor here, and this corridor leads you to the passport control. We encountered a couple people along the way that I'll discuss here in a minute. But once you go through and get your visa, this is the first thing you see once you pop out of the immigration building. We made it in. I got to go through this at the border first of all. We parked while I was doing the last segment. Lan was already talking to some random guy in the parking lot. Turns out he's a visa agent. He led us to some kind of visa shop, kind of like what you'd see in Pattaya. And on the way he said, oh, the visas are for foreigners, not for Thais. For foreigners, 1,800. That's significantly more than I remember. I remember being like 1,200 last time. I could be a little fuzzy there, but 1,800 sounded way high. And we get there and I see it's a private visa office. I said, wait a second, no, I'm just going to passport control and get my visa on entry there. I don't need you to do this service for me. So I bailed on that. I told Lan, I said, this guy's just trying to up the price of the visa and they pocket the rest. And then a couple steps later, we get approached by another guy. This guy's 2,500. So I guess the lesson in that, just be careful. Just go straight to the passport control. You have to sign out of Thailand, get stamped out of Thailand. And then a short walk. You're into the passport control for Cambodia. And I had 5 minutes to fill out a little form this big. I paid 1,300 baht, 1,300 baht, gave them that form, took me a couple minutes to fill out. And within just a couple minutes, they had the visa in my passport for 30 days. And then you have to wait in line. That line was about 40 minutes long maybe. And that's the actual entry where they stamp you in. Now you gotta wait in that line regardless of what you have. The little pit stop there where the guy was trying to bilk us for the money, that's just to put the visa thing in your passport. You still got to wait in that line. You're not saving any time at all. It's just costing you more money. The only place I could have saved, the visas are $30. I think I could have gotten $30 US in Pattaya for less than 1,300 baht. I'm almost sure of it. So maybe if I had to do it over again and it was convenient, I would just make a little money exchange there instead of just bringing some Thai baht, bring the $30 in US currency. But I don't think it's probably more than 100 baht. So anyway, lesson learned there. We've come here, we took a little song towel thing. There's one pulling up right here. They're convenient, right at the border, free. They stop at all the casinos. We stopped here at the big one called Galaxy and they have a hotel. We'll go in and see if they have any rooms. So they had a room, or rooms. 1,450 baht, and you need to leave 1,000 baht for like a key deposit. So I got a receipt for that, but not too bad. It's a very nice hotel. It's a very grand lobby with a big casino in the lobby, and the front desk was adequate, and there's a coffee shop off to the side and a restaurant, kind of like a Thai fast food type restaurant on the other side. There's a duty-free store in here. It's very big, it's very open, it's a little bit glitzy. And here again, it's called Galaxy. So I think for this scale hotel room, it's got a big, nice, soft bed, 4 pillows. There's 2 writing desks, very nice bathroom. Some of the furnishings are actually a step above what you normally see even in maybe a 4-star hotel. What they don't have a hot water boiler or a kettle. That would be nice. A lot of amenities in the bathroom. Towels look okay, but the water boiler is missed. There is a phone to call the front desk, and there is Wi-Fi in here. I haven't tested it yet, but I will. So we went in and found out they had a room, but you can't check in until 3 o'clock. So we got something to eat, a little snack, little noodles at the noodle soup at the little cafe down there. Played around in the casino. This casino is a lot bigger than the last one I was in the border crossing at Chantaburi there, Tsar Prum, I think it was called, Tsar Prum, about a year ago. And those casinos were not as grand and didn't have as many offerings. This one's a pretty big casino here. So we played around the casino, and then all of a sudden you could hear this deluge, and we went outside. Now I know where all the rain that's not coming to Pattaya is. It's here, big deluge. Now, we still have one order of business, and that is we need to procure for tomorrow morning transportation to Angkor Wat, and I was hoping to get a Thai-style tuk-tuk. I'll show you the difference. The Cambodian-style tuk-tuks have kind of an enclosed back area, although maybe with the rain, if it's going to rain, that might be better. I don't know. I just thought we would be able to see better out of a Thai tuk-tuk, but I haven't seen one here. I've seen a plethora of regular tuk-tuks, but I haven't seen one Thai-style tuk-tuk, so we might be in one of those or a taxi, but I'm going to send Lan out, see what she can find, procure us the transportation to Angkor Wat in the morning. We've had kind of a full day with the 4-hour drive and going through immigration and waiting for the room. And now here we're going to relax. I don't know if we'll go out tonight and look at any more Poi Pet or not, but we do have a nice room to stay in. And hopefully tomorrow morning, bright and early, we can take off to the main objective, which is Angkor Wat. Almost forgot. Brought my lucky casino shirt with me, so we'll see how that does. So I think it's safe to say the casino shirt did provide a degree of luck. Maybe not in the way you think, but on our little mooch around town here at night definitely provided a degree of luck. Look, Poi Pet, it's no secret, they cater to Chinese tourists here. But along our little walk, we were about to discover one of the benefits of that whole dichotomy. Somehow, in all the mess here, it's a rainy night, the streets are sloppy, there's traffic, there's horns blowing, don't know where I'm going. Stumbled across this place. They have, the only way I know how to refer to it is Northern Chinese barbecue. They barbecue all sorts of things, from corn to cabbage, chicken, lamb. Lamb is a big one. But the spices, the cumin spice and the paprika spice just go so brilliantly with it. It's one of my favorite dishes. I used to go to some very nice Northern Chinese barbecues in Toronto that they had. One of my favorites, and I've never seen this in Pattaya. Here I stumble across it the first day. Take that for what it's worth. So I had no idea the name of this place, but I did notice in editing this, We actually rode by here on the way to the casino, and at 3 minutes and 25 seconds, at the 3-minute and 25-second timestamp of this video, you can actually freeze it and see a whole big picture of the sign, their phone number, and everything that might help somebody that wants to find this place. But I recommend it. Very good. There's some okra that's been barbecued. They've got all sorts. So we had a great evening. Plenty of the spices were just right on, exactly the taste that I remember. So it was all very good and a very nice surprise. We took a tuk-tuk back to our casino, just a little short 40-baht ride there. And when we got back, before we could even get in the door, Lon discovered this guy. I've never seen something like this. Probably some kind of cicada or locust, or I don't know, or maybe in the cockroach family, but a big fellow there. We've got to wake up early in the morning because we've got a taxi to catch. So last night was fantastic, just a perfect night, stumbling across that barbecue restaurant, and we had some cocktails, and we had a nice room to stay in. But 7 a.m. this morning, I had prearranged a taxi. The tuk-tuks, everybody I talked to about taking a tuk-tuk out here looked at me like I had 3 heads, because really, you need a car. A tuk-tuk, it's just too much. It's 100 miles, and the road and traffic conditions aren't ideal. Drive on the right side of the road here, the right-hand side of the road here, by the way, as opposed to the left-hand side, Thailand. But anyway, we made it out here. The taxi rate was 3,200 for a round trip. And we just elected to come here to Siem Reap, to a hotel. We're at the Apsara Centerpole, the Apsara Centerpole Hotel. Very reasonable on a good. It was only like about 500 baht. And one of the nicer 500 baht hotel rooms I've ever had. I'll show you around the room. Very nice. Twin beds, but we got a coffee maker, which we didn't have last night. We got a TV. The beds are soft enough, full shower. Robes even, safety box. So very nice. And a nice balcony here where I'm stood in like a little miniature tropical garden. So I've already talked to a guy out front for $10 US, about 350 Thai baht. He's going to take us to Angkor Wat, wait there for 2.5 hours, and then bring us back. But first we got to go buy tickets. You got to buy tickets for Angkor Wat. I was unaware of that. And the tickets, I don't know how much exactly they're going to be, but it's over 1,000 baht a person. Go in there. It's not a cheap ticket. But we'll take care of that. We'll get the tickets, and then we'll pile in the tuk-tuk, and we'll head up there. And can't wait to get there. It's about a 60% chance of rain today, but it is rainy season here, so we'll do the best we can. But anyway, I'm happy with my room. The ride out here this morning. Yeah, just leave the driving to them. I know there's a way to bring a car here or a bike or whatever, but the traffic conditions, the roads, they're narrow. A lot of passing of cars and things. It's not ideal. But it was beautiful. There was some beautiful scenery. A lot of it reminded me of Thailand, the rice fields, etc. Other parts were profoundly different. There's some interesting observations I made. Maybe if I have time, I'll go over those later. But anyway, for right now, we want to get to Angkor Wat. So it had been about a 2-hour and 40-minute ride out to Siem Reap from Phoi Phet, and once we got checked into our hotel, just a quick brush up and then back onto a tuk-tuk. So funny how things work out. We actually will be arriving to Angkor Wat on a tuk-tuk, and also our first little look at Siem Reap here. But first, we've got to go buy those tickets like I talked about, and this is where you do that. So it's $37 US per person. That's not just for Angkor Wat. It's for the entire temple complex. There's probably 12 or 13 sites you can visit for that ticket. But they do check your tickets here as soon as you get into the first area here of Angkor Wat. From there, it's just a very short ride to where the buses and everybody park. We just made it in here. The whole parking lot's a show. They got food vendors, people selling dresses, road construction. Anyway, we'll have to meander back to the temple. So as you may suspect, Angkor Wat is definitely a sight to behold. There's lots and lots to see here. It's just an amazing sight. Actually, I believe the 7th wonder of the world. So next episode, we will take a very detailed look at Angkor Wat, everything possible that we can look at here. There's carvings, the entire grounds. It's phenomenal. I really recommend a trip here. I've been wanting to come here for so long, and one of those things I kept putting off, but really, once you're here, it is a little difficult getting there. You can see from this video, but I think it's all worth it. So anyway, next time we'll take a deep dive here at Angkor Wat. We'll also look at the town of Siem Reap, and especially at night, we'll go out at night. It's a very nice place. I think maybe the show place of Cambodia. So we'll continue our trip next time, because for this episode, I've got to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.